Hi guys, Ray here from City Fan TV. Put some light on in a minute. We just seen City spank Spurs. Got that mic in? No, we just seen City spank Spurs by 3-0 and extend our lead in the Premier League. I'm going to stick the light on, guys. Just give us a sec. There you go, guys. A little bit more light in here. Yeah, so City have just spanked Spurs by 3-0. Wonderful, wonderful display, especially in that second half, guys. Pretty much creamed them. You know, Spurs, they had flourishes in the first half. Give them some credit. They had some flourishes for the first half. But the way City are playing, you know, I remember talking to the Spurs guys in the previews. I said, Spurs have got to score first. That's the only way I think they can get anything out of this game is by scoring first. Or the other option was to hold us to 0-0 into the second half and then try and get us on the break. But, you know, defensively, superb. Ederson gets an assist, a decent save from Bale. It's incredible game, guys. Incredible City. It's not over. Don't ever think it's over. Don't think, you know, we're playing really wonderful football right now. And you can turn around and say, look, you know, we're 10 points clear of Leicester right now at the moment, at 11, 8, whatever. What, 10? We're a long way clear of Leicester and United. But it can all come back. You know, all you need, we've got Everton on Wednesday. Tough game. Keep your feet on the ground. Guys, let's see your comments because you guys are buzzing tonight. What Gundogan did to Sanchez was disgusting. Who was worried? Another game, another clean sheet. Fantastic. Pretty. Silky Ilke says Mr. Roll, pre-fair player of the season. I said that a little while ago. I said that on his run, I think in January, and even more so, you know, he has scored 11 goals. If I'm right, 11 goals since the 15th of December. You know, he's not, I bet you if you look at it, he's not going to be that far off Mo Salah for the top goal scorer of the season, playing in midfield. A guy who's, a lot of people said is a defensive midfielder. Awesome. And he won the penalty. And apparently I was listening on the TV and they said that doesn't count in your stats for winning the penalty. It does in the Fantasy Premier League. It was about 38 points we got from Silky Ilke today. And he's going to get the bonus points as well. Unbelievable display from Ilkay Gundogan. Right place, right time. And to be honest, he won the penalty. He could have taken that penalty too. You would have expected him to take it. Obviously, missed one against Liverpool. But you'd have expected him. Maybe it was because he got the knock. He didn't take it. Who knows? Mr. Arik says, yes. Ederson assist was amazing, says Mr. Arik. Ikram, nice to have you on board, buddy. Ikram says Davinson Sanchez should retire after having his ankles done by Silky Ilke Gundogan. Guys, if you are new to the channel, would be fantastic, brilliant if you could subscribe to the channel. And 200 subscribers, that would be awesome. Hit the bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. And give us a like, give us a thumbs up. It's always nice to get those likes, always get them bubbling along. Hey, you want to get it too? Worried about Gundogan. I think he's okay. I think they just take him off as a precaution. Game's won, done and dusted, saving for Everton. I want him to play against Everton. Besides going to be some more Fantasy League points, I want him. He's my captain. I want him to play again. Let me see. He's complaining about the noise. Ederson could have had a goal and assist in the same game if he took the penalty. I really want him to take it. I'm not happening, buddy. Kamazat, Wolf, Gundogan. Absolutely, buddy. I think my kids are studying, actually. Catch up to time at the weekend. Mr. Roll-Up says Gundogan is fine, just not to his junk. I tell you what. Can you imagine the physio having to come on and massage his junk back into fitness? Akash says, hi, how you doing, buddy? JRX, what a win. Bitter says, called it. Gundogan brace my Fantasy Premier League captain. Mine too, buddy. Mine too. And if I'm right, last time I looked, he had 32 points. So he'll probably get the 6 points bonus as well. 3 points bonus, doubled up to captain. So he'll end up with 38 points. Some clever clogs is going to have triple captain Gundogan this week, but I've double captain. I've had a great week. I'm just going to say this, guys. Going to throw it in there. Nick Pope in goal, 7 points, and he's going to get a bonus. I had Ben Mee, Tarkowski, all from Burnley. I had Cancelo, he's got me 6 points. Only disappointment is I had Diaz, he didn't play. I had Son, I had Salah, I had Gundogan. I'm laughing. 66 points already. I might even catch up in my mates' league if I think someone captain Foden, so I might catch up a place. Anyway, Sanchez, that was a joke. I laughed so hard. I'm so happy to see Zakash right now. I never remember being this happy lately. Eddie clean sheet and an assist, one hand on the title. Not yet, Kamal. I don't get carried away like that, honestly. And you can say why not, but because I've been there. I've been a City fan for 47 years or so, 47, 48 years. And you can never take anything for granted with City. Mr. Oak, time to put some serious respect on Edison's name. He's the best ball-playing keeper in the world. Easily. Alisson's tried it. Alisson's been in Blonderland. He can't do it. Alisson can't do nothing. Got to be careful what I say. He can't do diddly passing the ball around. Edison, top man. Put some saves in as well. Fantastic. Ilke is an amazing man. Absolutely. What a performance from Stones. Best defender on the pitch by far. Clean. I was watching Stones and Laporte. Laporte looked a little bit edgy to me. He, to me, looked like the one that could make the mistake. And Stones was balls of steel, Stones. Balls of steel. Top man. Who needs KDB when you're Edison? Absolutely. I said this before, guys. I said this, that Aguero and KDB, are they coming back into this team? They should be bench warmers. Honestly, how do you mess about this team? Bernardo, 11 games on the bounce. 11 games on the bounce. I'm making some notes because I'm going to do a podcast tonight. 11 games on the bounce. He started 11 games. That's how important he is. And some people said he wasn't. They didn't think he was that good. His energy, the little flicks, the little tricks, the 1-2s. Beautiful. We were awesome at times, ripping through Spurs. And sometimes I feel if we really wanted to be serious, if you really wanted to go for it, and Pep said, you've got to get 6 goals today, otherwise you're getting dropped. We'd have got 6 goals. Unbelievable. Akram, what's that? Edison clean sheet, what a save from Bale at the end, what an assist. On another day, could have had the penalty and scored. I think that penalty's coming, guys. It is buzzing, says Jerix over the goal difference to 32. That is unreal. JJ Turi says, come on, Silky. Get those thumbs up, guys. Get those likes in. Hit me up with some likes. Stones outplayed. Laporte says, you want to get it today? I've been saying it, man. I've been saying it. Burton Road Forever, 1977. Hope Mr. Whippy's groin is okay. Great display from the lads. Don't worry, mate. The physios will be in the air and they'll massage it back into form. Don't worry about that. Hi, Faris. Hey, Faris, you took a bit of time coming on, buddy. All the negative is Gundogan going off. This is Ikram. He'll be all right. Don't worry about that. Edison's in Faris's fantasy team. How many points are you going to get from Edison? You'll get the 3 points for the assist. Actually, the only downside is it's only worth 3 points. It's only worth 3 points that assist. But Edison's going to get you something like 10 or 11 points. It's not bad. Not bad. Ahmed said, my keeper, my defender. I missed that. I'll finish that off. My keeper, my defender, my midfielder, my attacker, my club, absolutely. Team skills were spoiled. We are spoiled. Magnificent, even better than Centurion's GRX. Oh, the skill we're showing is unbelievable. And look, Spurs were in that game in that first half and bits of the second half. They did look threatening. They did look dangerous. And look how many times we closed them down. How many times did we close them down? How many times did our defence come to the rescue? Yeah? When they broke. How many times? Everybody, the defense, Stones was awesome. I remember there was one time when Son was beyond him and Stones just held him up. They put the ball over the top. Stones got the pace. He got there first. Stones just held him up and Son had to pass it away. The way Sanchez dropped was just comedy. I never laughed so hard. Kind of scared for Gundogan. Don't worry, Ahmed. See, this is the difference between Stones and Gundogan. Stones has balls of steel. Gundogan doesn't. He's a little bit softer, but he'll be all right. Great win, but I don't think the final will be anything similar to this game. No. Spurs will be up for it. And obviously with the final a bit different. I'm not worried about that yet, guys. We've got more than 2 months to go before that game. Ikram says, how many fantasy points would Edison have got in fantasy if he scored an assist and kept a clean sheet and got a bonus points? Imagine triple captaining. Well, actually, the triple captain is, if you did it anyway, is Gundogan. Gundogan will get you 21. What did I say? He's on 16. He'll get you 19 points, Gundogan. 19, double up, 38. Edison for a goal would have only got you 6, I think, because the defenders only get 6 for a goal. You got 3 for assists, that's 9. 2 for playing, that's 11. 4 for the clean sheet, that's 15. If he'd got the 3 points bonus, that's 18. I don't think he'd have got that. So he'd have doubled up to 36. Gundogan's already on 38. So Gundogan's your man. But if you've got Edison, you'll be laughing anyway, because you're going to get the 6 points for the clean sheet, 3 points for the assist. If you're lucky, maybe he made enough saves to get another point. You get 10 points for a goalkeeper. That's fab. JJ Church, if we win against Everton, we have 16 points clear Liverpool. Man, that's just like mind-blowing how much the difference is between last season and this season. And obviously, guys, it's because Liverpool have dropped off so much. We're just a little bit ahead of last season. Edison wanted to take that penalty absolutely hard. He was up there. Look, if we're winning 3-0, 10 minutes to go, yeah, I can see him taking it. Duff's 90s champions elect. Got to keep it going, guys. Got to keep it going. You know, don't take anything for granted. Laurie should have saved the penalty anyway. Poor penalty. We got lucky with that. Poor penalty. You're right, Ikram. Faris says he might get excited if he gets massaged at TTV CFC. Still to win the Champions League. Hey, buddy. Look, buddy. If we were playing a Champions League game tonight and you want to talk Champions League, that's different. We've just thumped the Spuds. We've peeled them. We've peeled those fingerlings. And you want to talk about the Champions League, man? How small time are you, TTV CFC? Eddie Brazil, number 1. Alisson who? Alisson in Blunderland. Hard goals in 2021. Gundogan 9. Liverpool 8. Hey. That's my kind of stat. City gives Spurs a cup final preview. I hope so. Haji's laughing. Ikram was laughing. Rodri was confident for the penalty, says Hart, absolutely. Ahmed said Diaz as captain, but I remember making Gundogan captain, but changing it back to Diaz. He'll definitely play against Everton, though. So let's hope for a bullet head of a Diaz. Hey, look, one way to look at it, Ahmed, you're getting points, and City are winning. To be honest, I wasn't that bothered about the points in the end. City thumping Spurs was all that mattered. When it was 2-0, I was happy for it to stay 2-0. Rodri was brilliant against the penalty sport. Edison, next time, please, says Ikram. I can't remember the last time I saw someone make a proper mistake, Ikram. Neither can I. It was last year. Have you ever, anybody, I would love anybody to find this, or at least go looking. Can anybody remember a time Stones was taking the ball, taking the ball through, what's the right phrase? Taking it out from defence, carrying the ball, that's it, carrying it into midfield. Can anybody remember Stones ever losing the ball this season? He might have done it once, and that's vague memory. That's going back till early in the season. But there's a game I remember he had 3 or 4 bad passes. That was his 2nd or 3rd game on the bounce, and people were, saying, "Oh, Stones is going back to his old." But he's been brilliant. See, it has no history, and there's an old club. Hey, cheers, Nat. What does Nat rhyme with? Pratt or something else? Sultan Cancella got me 6 points. Absolutely fantastic, Haj. Fantasy scores in the Fantasy League. Burton, for a little burn his energy, is amazing being accused as racist. Let that go. Let's not go there. Wow. Ahmed says Gundogan definitely has cemented his spot for PFA Player of the Year. Only person challenging was Fernandes is not challenging. KDB's challenging. KDB's still got plenty of assists this season. Now he could come back and get another 10 assists, and then he could get it. But what Gundogan's doing is incredible. Not going to lie, Gundogan is at his best is more than a match for KDB. What a player. Wow. Edison should have taken it, but Bernardo had to be a bully. That's right, Mr. Eric. Why did Bernardo Silva have to intervene? Because it was 0-0. So we need to score. Dante 0. Poor display. For who? From Spurs? Fine. Yeah. Ikram says, I agree. I made it to a live show. Absolutely lovely to have you, Julio Castaneda. Silva was poor. Silva was pretty decent, man. I don't know if you were watching the game with your eyes closed, Dante, I'm afraid. I would have felt bad for Rodri, but if he missed his Haj. Pep, brilliant, can't deny. Look at this team. He built and rebuilt, says Jerix. He didn't look like he wanted to take it, says Haj. Mr. Roll-up, maybe it's time for KDB to back down a little in those contract talks. Gundogan was definitely in contention for the Ballon d'Or. I'm not even being biased, says Ahmed. You're right, buddy. Absolutely right. This City team are weak and incomplete. Oh, Dante, I'm not even going to put you in timeout. Yeah, Dante, you can do one, buddy. Okay, I give you a chance. I give you another chance, and you just pull your pants down, show your backside. Out. Sable started off slow, but picked up the tempo and had a class second half. Absolutely. Selling was trash. Wasn't great. Jesus was pretty much not there for the most, and once again, Foden and Gundogan carried. Thing about Sterling, he's dangerous. His pace got him past, especially in the second half, got him past Ben Davies. Ben Davies was having a nightmare because of Sterling's pace, but he didn't produce. His end product wasn't good enough. Disappointed. Gundogan, Sanchez, Messi, and Boateng, says Ahmed. I think Bale was the biggest threat for us in this match. Unbelievably did our defence like that, but glad Ederson made that huge save. Rodri did look hesitant on the penalty, but it makes a big difference, obviously, to get that goal. Bale was a threat, says Haj. Faris says, I once got 40 points in Aguero when I triple captained him. Wow. Nat, you know what you are, Nat. So, Nat, do one. Nat is he can do one. I thought Foden did all right. Yeah. See, the thing is, no, he got a few knocks. Foden gets up quickly from the knocks, but I thought he had a decent game. You know, it wasn't brilliant, but he had a decent game. Come on, he had a fantastic game against Liverpool that second half last week. Let's be clear, and he had a decent game. He was threatening. He was was it Tantanga? He was being pulled all over the place by the guys on the left. So I think Foden had a decent game. Told you about Rodri. Look at that penalty. That was a classless penalty from Rodri. But hey, balls in the back of the net. And to be honest, here's the thing. You go and ask Ilkay Gundogan. You go and ask Riyad Mahrez. You go and ask Kevin De Bruyne. If your penalty is a great penalty, but it's not on target, you don't score. A poor penalty from Rodri, on target, goal. That's all that matters. Shout out to Zinchenko's from Burton Road forever. Been classed the last few games. Putting the fear back, says Jerks. Absolutely. Stone's last mistake was when we got schooled by Zaha 2-2. I don't think you can call Gundogan's run of form anymore. It's just what it is. World class, absolutely. Cancelo immense again. We've got Guardiola, says Tanme Barazzi. It's Gundogan injured. Daz. I think he got a smack in the knackers, mate. He'll be all right. We're coming for you, says Leicester till I die. We'll wait for you, mate. We'll wait for you. Sorry, guys. I'm always behind. But I'm catching you. Now. If we win the league, I hope Leicester finish second. That'd be fab. That'd be awesome, Ikram. That'd also mean that they're at least 10 points behind. Rodri on fire, says Ahmed. Fantastic. Sterling and Davis on toast. Absolutely. Unpopular opinion, we are playing better without KDB. Umar Abdulrahman, can't argue about that. KDB is a bit greedy, carries the ball. And actually, here's the thing. We're playing as a team. You know, there's not been many incredible performances. Sterling today, bang average. Jesus, I mean, there's lots of effort running around, but there's no one stands out and say, wow, apart from Gundogan. Sterling, as I said, a bit above average. Same with Gabby J. Same with Foden. Same with Bernardo Silva. Gundogan, obviously, because he scored 2 goals and won the penalty. And he could have scored a goal from, was it a Sterling pass in the first half? If I'm right, or was it a Foden pass? Can't remember now. But just Gundogan is the only one that's really standing out because he's put in the numbers. But it's a system. The system is killing teams. Really is. Absolutely jumping up and down with that. I mean, what a weekend. What a weekend so far. Friday night, I watched Man City women's team spank Man United 3-0 in the derby. Caroline Weir scored an awesome, incredible goal. Then I watched Leicester, watched the second half of that. At least Leicester beat Liverpool. Awesome. And then this City result. And the only slight downside is that the under-18s lost 4-2 to Man United. I think it was under-18s. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I'm not bothered about watching footy tomorrow. Who needs to watch footy tomorrow after how we've done today? I mean, we should just... I'm not that fussed. Let's see if others can catch up. What an assist by Sterling as well. That slide pass into Gundogan. He did it to Foden against Liverpool last week, which Gundogan scored as a result. Sean, who says Cancelo had Son in his pocket. Unbelievable. Play step up in KDB's absence, says Jerex. Absolutely. Jesus, Aguero, Raheem, KDB, Gundogan, Mahrez, all missed penalties. Almost everybody. Great result today. I've said that one. Zinchenko, top class. His a high king of assists. Hope you well, buddy. Cancelo kind of surprised me with his defending. I think his defending skills, as in his standing tackle and tracking back, is overlooked because his attacking capabilities wash his defending over. He's better than TAA. He's getting there. You know, earlier in the season, people were saying he's better than Trent Alexander-Arnold. They said he's the best right back in the world. And I said, but at that stage of the season, he played more at left back. It's like, calm down, guys, calm down. Now he has to show consistency. That's one thing that Alexander Arnold has shown in the last 2 or 3 seasons is an increased level of ability and consistency. This season he's dropped off, but he was brilliant. So you can't just toss that aside. Sterling gets so many chances to create goals, but bottles it most of the time. So it's yeah, that's a big concern. Great win, says Adam. Absolutely right. Pep tactics require team not dependent on one player. Absolutely, JRX. No chat on my manager, Pep, says Ahmed. Great win, played 23.53. We're getting the numbers that we need. Faris says Trent is overrated. He's one-dimensional. Cross Merchant says Ikram. Cancelo, what a player that kid is, says Burton Road forever. And JRX says, I find it hard to watch other teams when we are sport like this. Absolutely. It's boring, other games. The final will be a different game. I'm sure Spurs will improve and step up, says Faris. And Ikram says JRX. Shame. Just going to check something, guys, because I had Spurs lads asking me to come on their channel. Not yet, but I'll come on later. Let's see. Let me just check what these guys are saying. I'm going to write for those Spurs lads, see if they send me it. Send them a message. I want to go on their live stream in a bit. And the thing is with their live stream, I want to go on because I want to have a laugh. I want to make fun of these, these guys who thought they could. I mean, to be honest, they didn't expect to win. Once put them down for a draw and a loss for the 2 lads, Ben and Sim. And I will take a lot of stick. If I go on their channel, I'll get it in the neck. But it's worth it, guys. Absolutely blooming worth it. Looks like Walker's going to be second choice now. Hey, what strength in depth. Look. And if you've gone back 3 seasons, look at this at the start of the season, to think that Walker from our Centurion season is now back up. Yeah, we've got someone better than Walker. Mendy, who started that season on fire, is now back up to Zinchenko. Wow. Absolute wow. Seriously, wow. And to think Foden's come through. Sterling hit and miss still, but he's still a decent player. It's incredible, guys. Prithvi says United losing tomorrow would be a cherry on top of the cake. Absolutely. Ahmed said those passes that Cancelo was making in tight spaces when he was getting pressed was just out of this world. Goodness. King was says I got 16 points for Gundogan. Forgot to captain. Mate, be happy. City win. Liverpool lose. City women win last night. Gundogan gets you 16 points. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You would never have expected Gundogan to get you that many points. Just be happy. Just be gassed. Akash says KDB and Aguero should both earn their way back to the first team. Ahmed, I have some Spurs friends. They were getting so gassed when they were on top of the league. Excuse me, saying that they're better than City by miles. And I said humble because I kind of know you didn't have the cat, but get back, hit them hard. All phone, give them some chat. Yeah, get on them, give some grief. Kamal's that who to cover Cancelo on the back when he is forward. It's Rodri or Stones. I think when we have 3 at the back, it'll be Rodri or Stones. Ahmed says City when United lose. Oh, that'd be a dream. That'd be a dream weekend, Ahmed. And Alec Johnson's, hey, what a performance, buddy. Absolutely. It's just superb. Hash Browns, hey, buddy, I'm all right. Alex says 16 on the bounce. Absolutely. Another one. Is that 11 or 12 league games on the bounce? Just keep going, guys. Just keep going. I said February is the month where we hopefully break the back of the league. I said it. If we can get through Everton, this month we've got Everton left in the league. We've got Arsenal next weekend, West Ham, and then on the 7th of March or something, it's early March, we've got United. I honestly think if we win those 4 games, then I think it's ours to lose. But hey, you got to win those 4 games. Just remember that. But I honestly think not just the way we're playing, because obviously we're playing unbelievable football right now. Incredible. The run, the way we're playing, the way, look at it. We beat Liverpool last week 4-1 at their place. Okay, we've beaten Spurs 3-0, and you wouldn't really expect Mourinho's side to get pumped the way they got pumped. But we're doing it, guys. We're doing the business. Table looks like this. Man City played 23, 53 points. So we are 7 points clear of Leicester, got a game in hand. That's Everton midweek. Man United, they've got 45 points. So we're 8 points clear. They play the same number of games as us. Now, obviously, if they end up... Look, the great result, I don't even know who they're playing next game. The great result for us would be... just checking who they're playing. They're playing West Brom away, okay, tomorrow. And I hope West Brom give them a bloody nose on Valentine's Day. Okay, now, a draw there would be great. So, but take each game as it comes. The Everton game, obviously, I think we've got to win it. And we're 13 points clear of Liverpool. 13, hopefully. I mean, a great result tomorrow would be Man United getting a draw. And then even if we struggle against Everton, even if we lost, we'd still be 7 points clear. And the title is in our hands. But as I said, those big things, it's a tough month, obviously. We've had Liverpool, Spurs. Spurs were up there, are still up there, still a half-decent side. We've got West Ham, who are sat in 6th at the moment. We've got to play them. And we've got the game against Everton, who are sat in 7th, but they've got loads of games in hand. They've got 2 games in hand over us right now, Everton. So, Everton can look at that and say, wow, Everton... If Everton beat City, they could get quite close. They could get within 7 points of City. It's all tight. There's so much to play for these teams. That's why this month was so difficult. So difficult. But as I said, if we can beat Everton, if we can get the results in the rest of this month against West Ham, against Arsenal, and then the first game in March against Man U, I think we'll get it then, guys. And I think that's when I will really believe. Right. You won't catch up league titles with us, Football HT? Don't care. Football HT, okay. Life is about the here and now and the future. That's what most of life is about. It's not the past. It ain't the past. Bernardo Stones and Rodri all cover that area, says Faris. Absolutely. Edison passed like KDB. Wow. Football HG, come on, man. We just spanked another team and you want to talk about... We have to beat Chelsea 13 Premier League wins. Not worried about that, King of Assist. I just want to keep rolling. Keep rolling. Having said, time to cement this winning record to at least 20 games. Would love it to go to 25 games. That's seriously never be broken. Alex says, Gundogan must be a player of the year. He's a war dog. He is for me right now. He's surpassed. I thought it was going to be KDB, but KDB's injuries actually given Gundogan the boost. And everybody can now see Gundogan for what he's doing instead of focusing on KDB. Because Gundogan was overlooked. Now he's pole position for me for player of the season. Zinchenko was brilliant. Liverpool are 13 points behind City. United are 8 as we speak. Ikram, Liverpool 10. Liverpool are 10. Liverpool are 13 points behind City right now, and United behind City. Played the same number of games. Honestly, you can't see Gundogan had a better season than Bruno or Kane or Son. They must speak for themselves, and I'm a big Gundogan fan. Faris, from December, here's the thing, Faris. The last 3 months, Gundogan's a midfielder. Son and Kane are attackers. Bruno takes penalties. Okay, throw that all into the mix. How many penalties has Gundogan got this season? 1, 2. That's it. He's got 11, if I'm right, 11 goals. For me, look, he was the best player in January. He was best player in the last 2 weeks of December, and he's been the best player in the 2 weeks of February. Okay. If he can keep this going, he'll be the best player in January and February. That's a good... And this is where people's minds are formed. This is where everything's happening. So over the last 8, 9, 10 weeks, Gundogan has been the man. Gundogan has been the man. And this is where, as I said, where people think about the PFA Player of the Year, this is where his fellow professionals, they're seeing him for what he's doing. He's a top scorer since December. Okay, in the last 3 months, he's a top scorer. So people remember that. And when they start doing the voting in February and March or whenever it is, Gundogan is in everybody's mind. Alex is man the gap. If we win, I'm not bothered about Liverpool or United, honestly. It doesn't even come across my mind. For me, PFA should go Grealish, Bruno K. No, I don't agree with that, Forrest. I think what's Grealish done in the last few weeks, it's got to be consistency as well. You know, Grealish has had some great games, but he's got to keep it going. And Kane has missed a few games. Son's done nights. For a few weeks. The police are still trying to locate Harry Kane and Son, both of the last seen in Stones in the Port's short Spock as well. Absolutely, Man City, Portmore. They really didn't get into that game. I mean, from Spurs, who impressed me, Bale obviously had that good run, dribbling past 3 City players, and Ndombele impressed me. You know, the way he had that ability to surge past City's midfielders. So, you know, end of the day, not good enough. Alex says Jose Mourinho got tired players because Spurs players on Wednesday. Tough luck. You know, if you're that worried, play the kids against Everton. Maxim Belozerov, I forgot how to say your name, Maxim Belozerov. Diaz didn't start. Diaz didn't start because he was slightly injured. He only had 1 training session, and that was on Friday. That's why he was on the bench. Ahmed said, but Bruno and Kane are kind of petering out now. I was wondering when Gundogan's run is going to kind of slow down, but goodness, he's not trying to slow down at all. If he gets back to penalties, he'll get another 3 or 4 goals this season. Alex says, notice Mahrez Cameo should have passed the ball. I wasn't bothered by then. Notice Tyler and Spit were quiet. Absolutely, Alec. Manu and Leicester, it would be important to win them as they are the closest to Man City, says Abu Khalid Ali. Well, for me, right now, we played. Okay, here's the thing. We are 7 points clear of Leicester with the game in hand. So if we beat Everton, we're 10 points clear of Leicester. And as I said, if we beat Man U and keep winning this month, I think that's done and dusted. Spitty. I hope Gundogan is not injured seriously, Khalid. Abu, no, he's just got, you know, he got smacking his crown jewels in his Christmas box. He'll be all right. A little bit of liniment, he'll be fine. Bruno didn't slow down, to be honest, and Kane and Son they have better stats for us. But as I said, this is the business end. This is what people will be looking at this moment now, and they'll have forgotten what Son and Harry Kane did in September and October and November. They'll remember what Gundogan did in December, January, February, and March. Imagine saying that Jose and Klopp are better than Pep. Incredible. Silky ball control. Let's go back. Wow. Bit behind. Silky ball control. Tax splits on those turns. World class is JRX. Gundogan has scored 11 Premier League goals. Who scored more? Ahmed said Bruno against the big six. That's all I need to say. 11 Premier League goals since Christmas for a guy that used to play holding midfield. Ikram is since the 15th. Was it the 15th of December? I think. Prithvi says the ball control in the penalty box is on fire. Alec, what an awesome performance with no KDB, no Aguero, no Fernando, no Diaz. Incredible. I mean, 3 of our, you'd think first team players are Diaz, Aguero, and KDB. And we put in that performance. Farah says, yeah, Churi got 20 and didn't win it, but that's why I don't see him winning it. But it isn't a bad thing if you don't win it. Gundogan was always a world-class player for me, even before he scored. Thing is, Farah, look, I don't... Okay. We all know who's the best. Yaya Toure scored 20 goals that season from midfield. You know, free kicks, 8 out of 11 free kicks I think he scored. Unbelievable. And he got assists as well. It's just, forget it. It's just incredible. Abu says, forget Liverpool with all respect. Just take it game by game and construct Man United and Leicester. Just forget. To be honest, it's just forget them. Just focus on your next game and that's it. Football Institute, Pep is an intelligent coach. Hi, Ron, hope you're well. Gundogan 5 league goals against a traditional top 6 this season. Incredible. Farah says, I was rating him when he was at the back. 2 against Liverpool and Spurs and 1 against Chelsea. You can't argue with that, Ikram. Good numbers. I'll make a note. 5 Gundo. 5 goals versus Big 6. And Gundogan, 9 goals. Liverpool's 8. On my notes. Can't believe there are City fans out there doubting and debating about our team. Guys, we're at cruise control and doing our job efficiently for Man City Palmer. But hey, Man City Palmer, that's my job. got to debate, got to discuss, got to look for ways to still improve. Rodri even better than the last game, says Hassan. What are our chances in the Champions League? Says Kamazat. One game at a time, buddy. You know, got to just Mönchengladbach, beat them, and then see what happens after that. Don't look too far ahead. Rohan says it looks like a European performance. That's what we need in the Champions League, absolutely. And Nobile is a very difficult player to tackle. Says Ikram, look, he's got so much power, so much strength, physicality. He's got a good turn of pace as well. He's, like you say, a very, very difficult player to tackle. And news back to Gundo Hassan, no, but I think he just got a kick in the gentleman's privates, and obviously, and we'll just rest him anyway. Take a precaution, rest him up for the next game. 3-0, we're already winning. Hassan says Rodri was everywhere. When I saw Aguero was on the side, yeah, I just think just getting him back. De Bruyne, I reckon the end of the month, Hassan. Rohan says, have you seen that vid where Hulk smashes the penalty into the keeper and the momentum takes to keep it into the net with the ball? Really wants Edison. If he takes a penalty and just hits it as hard as he can, any goalkeeper that puts his hands in the way will break a wrist because it's such power. Alex says, if Gundogan was out the next game, Pep could play my granny and we'd still win. Rohan, do you think Pep should have given 10 minutes to Aguero instead of Mahrez if he's not fit for 10 minutes? Done what? Look, he's in the squad because the other option is to have someone like Andrew Benabi on the bench. And I said, having Aguero there will put some fear into the Spurs players as well. So I don't have a problem with that. Terry, did they miss a single penalty for City? Yeah, absolutely. Every single penalty he scored. I think, yeah, you never missed a penalty, absolutely. Aguero was warming up by Mahrez and Torres come on. Yeah, but look, I don't think it's anything to worry about, King of Assists. Aguero's ready now. I expect him to play against Everton. It depends on the game. If we're winning comfortably, last 10 minutes, Aguero against Everton. Yeah, just used to stop the penalties into the corner. Absolutely. And that's it. So sometimes he'd send the goalkeeper the wrong way. He's trying to fool him as well as putting it right in the corner. Pharisees, I remember on Ndombele when he played against us in Lyon. I still remember him when he literally couldn't take the ball off him. Absolutely. John Smith from a Liverpool fan, congrats on the win today. And I expect you to win the league. Well, thanks a lot, John. Look, we're in obviously pole position. We just got to keep it going. But look at it. Look at the start of the season, how bad it was. And you don't know. It's not going to go as bad as that. It doesn't feel like it's going to go back to that level. But you just don't know. It's one of those things. You draw. You could easily draw a game. You could lose at home to Everton. Everton are doing all right, yeah, and draw with Arsenal, and suddenly everything's tightened back up. Just got to look at one game at a time. Ahmed said, I think the only fault that anybody could pick up with Gundogan this season is that he has only 1 assist in the Premier League this season and 1 more in the FA Cup. But then look, 11 goals in the Premier League. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all. Laporte. Who would I drop? Well, from this lineup, well, Laporte, obviously. For Diaz, I think that's a no-brainer. And the rest of the side can stay as it is. The rest of the side is our best side right now with the players we've got. And that includes Aguero. That includes Fernandinho. Just because this is what Pep wants. This is the best side we've got. The only way to make it better is when KDB comes back. And even then, I say, he doesn't walk into this team. I think if you have to lose Silva, either drop him or drop Foden and push Bernardo forward. That front three, that's what I want. It's the effort, the hard work. Yes, we're not as clinical as I'd like to be. We had so many chances, but that front three, I want someone better than Jesus. Don't get me wrong. And I'd love Sterling to be better at making decisions. But, hey, got to be happy at the end of the day. Sterling's pace is crazy. Against Ben Davies, no contest. Maybe Sterling and KDB fit hard. I don't think that'll happen. I think Pep will still keep Sterling. Ahmed said the German manager must be a wally if he doesn't pick Silky, okay. But the competition for the midfield in the German team is disgustingly hard. I really want to try a fully fit Laporte and Diaz on the pitch as well. You're not dropping stones, mate. Not dropping stones. If Fernand's fit, I would play him so Rodri can rest. Yeah, I agree with that, Faris, but I don't think... Rodri's had a rest recently, didn't he? He's had a rest. Alec Zinchenko was unbelievable today. The amount of times he stole the ball and passed was his best performance. Look, You know, he's still young, still developing, still learning, and still getting better. Still getting better. Zinchenko is what, 23, 24? He must be, can't be more than 24. Okay. And so he can still develop. And obviously, it's his attacking thing that does us. He's 24 years old, Zinchenko. You know, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think he's doing really well. Now he's happy. He doesn't want to go anyway. So, you know, when did Rodri? I thought he had a rest. Faris, go look. Was it the cup game? I can't remember now. I thought he got dropped for one game because Fernandinho played. Fernandinho played a few games ago. He also played against Swansea, but he must have had a rest. What do you mean, Faris? You told me about Zinchenko. Look, defensively, he's not the best. I'll still say that because you know, Trent Alexander-Arnold did him a couple of times. He's not got the best pace and he's not the best defender, but we have him for going forwards. If you wanted a proper defender, you play Laporte there instead of Zinchenko. Zinchenko, I've always said he does the business. I don't think we'll sell him now, Faris, you know, because it's his slot, and also because Cancelo's playing on the right. If Cancelo was playing on the left and Walker on the right, then it's easy to see Zinchenko leaving. Bernardo needs a rest, but Haj, why? Bernardo's doing the business. He started 11 or 12 games on the bounce. He's doing the business. You know, I wouldn't be dropping anybody. Honestly, I would not be dropping anybody because I want to keep winning. As I said, I want to get to March winning games. King of Assists says, I just love it when we get the ball back. We always have two players surrounding the Spurs player. Faris says, we wouldn't find someone with his attitude and versatility and talent. That's true, Faris. It takes someone a while. So what happened to Cancelo when he came? Took him time to get into it. The whole team grafted out that result, says Alec. Absolutely. Rohan says, Bale got me scared for a moment, not against us. He would have stolen all the limelight from Gundogan. Bernardo's getting better. Absolutely, Alec. You know, some people, I read it in the second half, some people were saying that he was running around like a headless chicken, but he's running around with the ball, controlling the ball. He might be doing great passes, but in a lot of little passes, and I love that. Who would you rather play against top six, Rodri or Fernandinho? For me, it's always Fernandinho, but Rodri's convincing me. And it's not just that I think he's doing better, but the team is doing better. And I think that helps Rodri, okay? Fernandinho was needed when we were in trouble, but we're not having as much problems now. Stones has matured. We've got Diaz there. Cancelo's actually better defender than we thought. But also it's our attack. Look at Spurs. One of the Spurs' problems today, they had 5 or 6 opportunities when they were breaking against us at pace, and they had equal numbers of men, like 3 against 3, 4 against 4, whatever. But they were the players were too far away, you know, and that allowed us to get back. So, you know, I think just because having a better team, a better attackers, and better control over midfield actually helps Rodri as well. How far we come since the 2-0 loss to Spurs, and now we just dominate them absolutely. Look, we were better than them, weren't we, the last game? They just defended well. And his on the break, but we were much better when they were on the break. That's the point. We were so much better on the break. I wish our front three would have been more clinical when we Hassan, it'll happen, hopefully. King of Assists, Rodri so calm on the ball. Faris, and he understands and he's very mentality, absolutely. Stones should change his name to Rock. Right, guys, I'm going to wind down. It's been fab. So Zinchenko was great. Stones was great. I think we're playing Bayern in the Champions League final. How do you think? We don't know, Ron. It's too far ahead. I'm not bothered, honestly. I'm not bothered about a game that might be 3 games ahead with draws as well. So what if we draw Bayern in the next round? So we can't play in the final. It's not worth, honestly. It's not really worth. You know, I'm just making some your comments. Yeah. Let's look at some. I'll just look at some of the old comments. Carragher was joking about our formidable season, having a laugh about it being called 4. He's a joke man because he never won a Prem. Yeah, look, in here we don't include the. But here's the thing: in this country we don't include the Community Shield. Okay, in abroad they do. It's like Liverpool winning the Super Cup. If they want to say that's the title, well, they played one game to get it. They played one game to get that Super Cup. The Club World Cup, they played 2 games to get the World Club Cup. Should you include them as trophies? If you want to include them as trophies, then you've got to include the Community Shield as a trophy. I think let's have a look. Cheers, Faris. See you later. Enjoy the weekend, lads. Come on, what a win. Rodri was great, says Rohan, but he didn't fill me with confidence with that penalty. Aguero to score a hat-trick against Everton. No chance of getting an assist. Cheers, Alec. Have a good evening. Yeah, you're going to troll Rag and Dipper TV. Hope Scousers don't melt the trophy to away in. Absolutely, absolutely. Just looking at the last few comments, just to see if there's any good ones for me to use. Right, guys, that's me. I'm done. Thanks for everybody for coming on. If you're new, as I said, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, hit that bell icon so you're notified as soon as new videos come out. Guys, look after yourselves. Have a great evening and have a great weekend.